Hey guys, welcome back to video 5 of our TikTok dropshipping challenge. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, go ahead and check out, there's a playlist on my channel called TikTok dropshipping or TikTok ads or something like that. It'll also be linked in the card at the end of the video, so you can go ahead and watch through that whole playlist. But we have been trying to get a new free plus shipping store working through TikTok ads. So far we've faced a lot of problems with bans, spending issues, and we've just managed to start getting things rolling again. So I'll take you through the results from the last test and I'll tell you what the new plan is. We set up the manual bidding campaign, that's the snipe campaign that I told you about in the last video, and the results are basically in that they didn't really start spending. So you can see here, 3, 4, 5 cents per ad set. Wasn't really worth it. We weren't getting any spend. Now, on the last ad account that I was running, we were getting very, very good results for this. We were getting $9 bid and we were still getting spend. Now, I had to raise the bid to $15 and we weren't getting any spend, so it wasn't worth continuing it. But you can see those ones that were getting stats were getting very, very cheap stats. For example here, and that's the general idea that you will see if you do get this to spend. What I did then is I went ahead and I set up a new test. This is just an auto $49 or $50 a day, I think it was. And you can see here, 8 cents cost per click, 13 cents cost per add to cart, and 40 cents cost per checkout for the free plus shipping offer. Now, we did actually make 2 sales on this, so we were actually unprofitable. So I've paused the ads on this and we're no longer running this campaign. Now, the reason this was unprofitable is I kept getting failed payments. Now, I was using ClickFunnels and Stripe, and there's a massive issue with ClickFunnels. So we're going to be using a Shopify store. We're going to actually be using Shopify payments for our next store, and this will not be a free plus shipping offer. So let's take you through the strategy for that now. Let's come over to the campaigns, and what I'll do is I'll explain to you the strategy and then we'll start building the ads together. I'm not going to show you the actual ads and product that I'm using, just because if this product starts to work, this will be our case study product for this YouTube channel. I will show you the interests. I will show you how I set up the store, how I set up the ads, but I'm not going to show you the actual product and the website, just so I can keep this product going. Now, before we get started, if any of you are interested in dropshipping or e-commerce or trying to grow your store, or you already have a store and you want to join a community, I have actually created a Discord channel. People are gradually joining it, so there's a link down below in the description for my Discord. Go ahead, join that, and you can meet new people, you can learn more, and you can understand how we actually do all this stuff. I'll be posting results and you can ask me questions. Also, go ahead, follow my Instagram. I've had a few of you actually reach out to me and send me messages on Instagram asking questions. So if you've got any questions at all, it's Sebastian_JWB on Instagram. So go ahead, shoot me a message and I'll be happy to help you with anything. So now, in this video, we're going to be taking the profits that we got from our test for the free plus shipping. It was about $400 in profit that we actually made from those initial tests over the last few weeks or week. And we're going to be using that to test this new product. So what is the plan? Well, this is just a normal product. We've just built a landing page on Shopify, and I'll take you through a little bit of what I did when I built that. So I'm not going to show you the actual site. I'm not going to show you within Shopify, but what I have done is I've built a Pagefly landing page. I've used a template on Pagefly. I'm paying, I think it's $19 per month. And I've literally just used one of their templates, posted in the images, written some copy, and I'm going to take you through a strategy now for how you can write copy for your ads, and so for your landing page. Okay, so this is the sunset lamp. If you are savvy with TikTok ads and TikTok, you'll know this was a very, very, very viral product about 2-3 months ago. We're not selling this product. This isn't the one. So if you want to go ahead and test it, go for it. I have tested it in the past. It's too saturated to get it working at the moment. There are variations of this product, which you can always try. But I'm going to take you through a product writing or copywriting strategy that I use in all of my stores and I use for clients. So if you come in and you just click on, for example, this one here, it's got a good number of views, 479 ratings. Now, what we're looking for is the customer opinion on this product. We're trying to relate to our customers. So what we're trying to do here is see what customers' concerns are, what customers' questions are and thoughts are about this product. And we're going to tailor our copy to those concerns. So if we scroll down, you can see there's already some information on this store, on this page. We can use some of this information as well. Now, one thing I will say, Amazon typically doesn't have the best copywriting. A lot of it's written for SEO, so you may want to think about that when you're using it. What we're trying to do with the TikTok ads is we're trying to write high converting copy. So you can use this for inspiration, but what you really want to do is you want to scroll all the way to the bottom and you want to come down to the review section and the FAQ section. So for example, how do I take apart this after setting it up? So how do I take this apart after setting it up? You want to have a look through what the questions people are asking. And this is going to give you an idea of what to style your copy around. So for example, you can say that there's multiple features of this lamp. You can unscrew it or you can take it apart. I don't know, maybe that's so when you can move it around when you travel or you move house, you can take it with you. Changing color lenses and all of that stuff. You can talk about the fact that it changes color. You have a remote control that changes the color. Does it heat up badly? Is it safe? People are obviously concerned about electrical fires, so you can mention that as well. I wouldn't bother about anything coming in a box. It's not particularly important. The next thing you want to do is you want to come down to the reviews. So here, I love this lamp. I've been looking for one of these. My housemates made me jealous with theirs, but I love the lamp. Comes with 3 other filters, blah, blah, blah. So what I would literally do is I would take this, I would copy it, I would paste it into a Google Doc, and then I'd come through where there's a long review. I'd take this whole thing, paste it into a Google Doc, and then reword what they're saying in a way that's more salesy. So for example, right, this person said, I love this lamp. I've been looking for one after my housemates made me jealous with theirs, but I love that the lamp comes with 3 other filters to switch it up and make it easy to do. With other lamps I found only had one option, such a vibe. So for example, we could reword this saying, you're going to love this lamp, make your roommates jealous with this color changing sunset lamp, comes with 3 different filters, allows you to switch up and change the vibe easily, unlike other competition, which only has one option. For something, that's just an example that I've whipped up in my head. Take this example. It's cute and gives a nice atmosphere to a room. It's not as bright as orange as they make it out to be, but there's a little let down, blah, blah, blah. So maybe you could say, create a nice atmospheric vibe in your room with, or something like, create a cute atmosphere in your room with this sunset lamp. That's basically what we're looking for here, is people's automatic response from what they have, building it, and then we want to use that to write our copy. So that's how I would recommend you write your copy. You probably only want, I don't know, about a page, a couple of paragraphs, 3 or 4 paragraphs that explain the product in some detail. Then the rest of it needs to be images and reviews, and then an FAQ if you have it. And the FAQ, like I said, you can use Amazon's FAQs. You can use questions that people have sent in on Amazon. And what's going to happen there is you're going to answer every single question someone may have about this product on your website. And that's the reason people don't buy. If they haven't got their questions answered, they're unsure about the product. For example, if you're selling shoes, a size guide, or if you're selling fishing lures, what lure is it? What sort of fishing is it for? Is it for saltwater? Is it for freshwater? These are the questions that people have about products, and you need to make sure you're answering these questions on your landing page to get the highest conversion rate. Now, this isn't going to be the be-all or end-all. It could be that your product isn't good. So if your product's not good enough, you're still not going to get sales. But if your product's okay or could work, then you're going to get a better chance of winning if you do actually have the correct copy. So let's get started with the actual TikTok ads. Let's launch these now. So here's what I'm going to do for this new strategy. Some of you may want to do something different dependent on your budget, but I'm going to go ahead for $100 for the first day. It's quite hefty, but there is a strategy behind this. Basically, if you're in the position where you're trying to launch ads and you're just testing new products and it's taking a long time to get this working, you need to take a step back and consider, what do you want to do more? Do you want to get results quickly, or do you want to get results slowly and save money and risk less? Now, I'm in the position where I'm happy and comfortable to spend this money to test this product, because I know once I get a product working, I can make that money back in a day. So it really depends on where you're at financially. If you are in a position where you don't have this money, what I recommend is you half this, or you take a third of the daily budget. So $30, well, actually you'd have to do 40 because the minimum spend on TikTok is 20. And you'll see why in a second. So I would say 40, 80, or $100 per day is where you want to go for your testing strategy. So the first thing we're going to do is obviously create a campaign. And a lot of you have probably seen this before, so I'm going to rush through this pretty quickly. So we'll just call this new product test. And we're going to do no limit. We're not going to do campaign budget optimization. We're going to be testing ABO for our product test. Now, there's a few ways of testing products. TikTok is very heavily focused on creative. Audiences don't matter as much, but they do still matter. It's a common misconception that you can just set up any old ad and it'll be fine. Now, what we're doing is we're creating one campaign. We're going to have 5 ad groups, and each ad group is going to be testing a different audience. So, for example, if we just come down here, I'm just going to select the pixel. I think it's this one. I'll need to double check. And we're going to set the optimization event to complete payment. If when you set your ads up and you see that you're not getting spend, go back, watch one of my other videos on my channel. It explains how to get your ad spending if they're not spending on TikTok. So I'm not going to go through that in this video, but if you do have that problem, I do have a video on my channel which explains it. We're going to click manual placement turn off these two. We're not interested in those. Now, I have mentioned in all of my videos that I like to leave user comment turned on. I like to turn off video download. The reason for user comment is that it gives me an idea of what people's impressions are on the ad and on the product. Now, when you're scaling, you probably want to turn this off so there's less for you to manage. Then we're going to come down to targeting. Now, I have managed to create an account which allows me to target in the United States. If you are in the same situation, leave a comment down below or join the Discord channel, send me a message, and I'll film another video on how to set this up if you want to. I'm going to target all genders. I am going to just select my age ranges to be 18 plus because I'm looking for people with money. Most people between 13 or 17 don't have their own source of income. They don't have a bank account. If they want to buy something, they have to ask their parents first. And that's just going to cause more problems. That's going to be, we're spending in an audience where people aren't going to buy. Now, if your product's meant for younger ages, go ahead and include all ages. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. The next thing is interest. So you can have, there's multiple different things we can do here. We can either come into interest and just search for an interest in here, or what I sometimes recommend is behaviors from, here we go, the video interactions. So someone's watched to the end of a video in a certain category, that's a very strong, powerful audience. So I'm just going to have a quick look through these, and I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back once I've chosen an interest. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've just had a look through some of the interests here, and I just thought of one which works well for my product, and it's daily life. So we can come down to lifestyle. You've got food, travel, and daily life. Now, there's obviously lots of stuff within here, life hacks, oddly satisfying selfies, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just going to select daily life. Now, I could, if I wanted to, select lifestyle as a whole audience. And then if we just click 15 days, we've got 101 million people in this audience. That's enough. I don't want to make that any larger. I don't think there's any point in choosing the whole lifestyle. Usually I recommend you try and keep to about 50 million for an audience size, but it doesn't matter too much, to be totally honest. As long as that audience is over a million or a couple of million, it means we can scale into it. And we're just doing one interest or one behavior per ad group. So we're going to close the rest of it. Excuse me. We're also going to ignore targeting expansion. So don't turn this on. This gives TikTok the ability to basically broaden your audience if they think they can find customers outside of that audience. I'm not interested in that. My audience is large enough. I think this is a close enough audience. We're just going to stick to what I've chosen. And then the daily budget. Now, this is a sort of a Sebastian top tip for you. And this is the sort of content that I share within the Discord channel. So if you wanted to get some more insider insights into how TikTok ads work, go ahead and join my Discord. But we're going to choose the budget as 20.77. There's a reason for this, and I've tried this, I've tested it, and I don't know why, and I've spoken to other people and they've done the same thing. They get cheaper costs when they choose a metric, a daily spend that is outside of I guess you'd call this a division. So, you know, anything that's $20 or $40 or $50, you're going to see that you'll get slightly higher cost, or at least that's what I have. So I always like to do 20.77 or 20.13 or 20.55. Really doesn't make any difference, but give it a go. It's worth testing yourself. We're not going to do day parting on this ad. I just want to get it running. I don't think it's going to make much difference at this point. I like to do day parting when I'm doing manual bidding, and I go through that in my last video. We're going to do conversion, and we're going to do lowest cost. And then we're going to come on to next, and then we're going to build our ads. At this point, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to build my ads, and I'll come back once I'm done because I don't want everyone to see what I'm doing. Actually, I will say at this point, Nudge, if you are interested, I have a video on my channel about what Nudge is. It's my new SaaS company. It's an SMS marketing tool. But at this point, what you can do is you can either use Spark Ads or Custom Identity. For those of you who don't know, Spark Ads is essentially the same as Post ID on Facebook ads, which allows you to use ads from an existing TikTok account. So you will need to link your TikTok account. I think it has to be a business TikTok. Now, there are limitations of that. When you've got a business TikTok, you can only use certain sounds. So I always like to, when I'm starting off, just create a new custom identity, and that allows me to use trending sounds, which obviously are doing well in the market at the moment. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new custom identity, and then I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back. So we've just set up the first ad group. You can go in here. I'm just going to change this to daily life, I think was the audience that we're using. So I'm just going to set that live. And what we're going to do now is, if you remember, this is a $20 per day ad group, or 20.77. We're going to duplicate this 4 more times, and we're going to create, so we'll have 5 audiences. Each audience has got 3 ads. And just so you know, when I build the ads, and what I do is for the call to action, I always just do shop now. Some people have different ideas and some people leave it dynamic. It all really depends. I've tested it and I think shop now is the best. It really makes very little difference. But what tends to happen, you have to assume that the customer isn't particularly intelligent, and this may offend a few people, but it's true. A lot of people who are clicking on the ads, they don't know where to click. They don't know how to find the link. You'll get comments saying, how do I buy these? Where is this? If there's a button that says shop now, it tells them in the back of their mind if they want to get this, they can buy it by clicking the link. Whereas if it says something like learn more, it's less obvious to the customer. So you want to make it as obvious and easy as possible. The other thing is in your ads, you want to have clear call to action that says click the link below or grab yours down below. Something like that. Now, I will have to admit in these ads, I did this very quickly. I just found ads off TikTok. I cut some of them together. Basically what I did is I downloaded the TikTok videos and then I re-uploaded them to my TikTok account, edited them together, chose some new music, and then I downloaded those videos again. I didn't actually put a call to action at the end, just because I was rushing it for this video. So we'll see how these results are. With any luck, we'll see some good results. So all I'm going to do is duplicate this, copy into the same campaign. I'm going to click duplicate. And then we're going to come down and we're just going to choose a new audience. So for example, I'm going to come into interests again, and I'm going to have a look through some interests. We've got education, vehicles, baby, kids, financial, appliances, household products. I'm going to have a look through household products. There's not really any of those. Apparel and accessories. I might go for apparel and accessories in this one, just because it's an item someone could wear. So we'll close that. Apparel and accessories. And watch me ruin the spelling on this. And accessories. Apparel. Seems about right. So we're going to go for apparel and accessories. We're just going to double check. Okay, so this is one thing you got to make sure you haven't got both selected. So we just want to have the one interest going. 20.77. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this up. I'm going to complete it. I'm going to create 4 more ad groups and I'm going to get back to you once we're done. All right, so we're done. Here we go. We have 5 ad groups. We've got daily life. We've got apparel and accessories, games, family relationships, and SS. I can't remember what that one is. I've just obviously named that one wrong. But that's 5 ad groups. We'll see how these go. Basically, this is going to be a 24-hour challenge, essentially, and I'll release a video next, probably in the next 24, 48 hours. I'll film another video which will have the results, and we'll go through those together and we'll see how well this performed, if at all. Now, one thing I'm going to look out for is the cost per click. The cost per click has to be less than 50 cents, ideally. Now, I'm going to go into the ad group, into the ad section of each of these ad groups after the first $5 in spend. I'm going to make sure that the ads are all performing at a cheap cost per click. The next thing is the add to cart cost. Now I'm selling this product for, I think, $29.95 or $34.95, something like that. And basically what I need to do is I need to make sure that after 4 or 5 add to carts that I'm going to get a purchase, which means a 25% conversion rate of people who add to cart will purchase. So let's say, for example, I'm getting a $5 per add to cart, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's going to be my break even. So I need to be getting an add to cart cost less than $5. And then obviously my checkout cost beyond that is more or less immaterial, but we'll see how that goes. So that's the strategy. I'll come back to you once this is done. So if you want to see how well this performs, stick around, subscribe, leave a comment, join the Discord, send me a message on Instagram, and more importantly, turn on notifications so you can be notified when I release this new video. So this is just going to run continuously for 24 hours. We'll see how it goes. And if anything starts to perform badly, I'll shut it off so I don't lose too much money. So if you guys did enjoy this video and you are interested in dropshipping, you're interested in e-commerce, TikTok ads mainly, we will do some Google and Facebook ad stuff in the future, then stick around this channel. And you want to see anything else about SaaS companies or my business, then stick around and we'll see you in the next video.